Well, the trouble with life, and the one thing you can't change, is getting older. But part of getting older can also bring its little lurks and perks. Hence, I have turned 50. Well, I'm nearly 51, but I have been able to go to an over 50s camp. Now, it's not a caravan park, it's just a bush retreat. It's called Gumtree Lodge, and people that follow us said, look, come here, we'd love to meet you. And I thought, well, you know what, I am 50 and I can come here. I did joke about leaving Trina at the gate because she's not 50 yet. So let's go and check this place out. I thought it's probably only right that I do this video because I am the qualified one being over 50.
Well, good morning. I think we've set some sort of record this morning, Cain. It's 8:40. We're not even going anywhere, like as in we're not in a hurry. Normally we are up early if we've got to be somewhere. But literally I was awake at 6 o'clock and Cain got up at 7 o'clock and we were packed up and gone by 8:40. Obviously we were just ready to leave.
We just got a few things to look at on the way.
Because yeah, we can't check in till about 1 o'clock.
So then just a couple of little goodies to check out.
On our way to a bit different camp for us.
Yeah, we get to go to over 50s.
One of us is over 50. Does that count? Is that okay that only one of us is over 50?
That's right, I get to leave the wife at the gate.
Look, one of our followers is actually looking after this place and they said, come check it out. We're paying for it all, but we thought, why not? We'll come check it out. We had a couple of days to kill before we got to Harvey Bay. And we thought, you guys might like to know what it's like. You have to stay a minimum of 2 nights. We're staying in the deck area, so it was a little bit different, a little bit more expensive. It's $33 a night for power and water in the normal area and $38 in the deck. But we thought, well, yeah, we may as well have a nice deck. Everyone likes a nice deck.
Ah, they do like a nice deck.
So, yeah, we thought we'd go check it out. And
what's this place called?
Yeah, that's a good point. Gumtree Lodge.
Gumtree Lodge for over 50s like me.
And it's,
look, barely. I'm just scraped it. So, come with me while I show you around this over 50s camp. Look at that. We got a deck spot, which is absolutely fantastic, and I am loving it. So, Gumtree Lodge. So far, first impressions, absolutely unreal. As I said, it's not for everybody. Luckily for me, I've turned 50. This is an over 50s camp. There's 6 deck sites around this little water course behind me. There's a heap of other sites. I think there's about 50 all up. Quite a lot of them are powered. They do use tank water, so you've got to be a bit conservative with the water. So if you do come here, try and make sure your tanks are full so you're only using your own water. Magical looking place. You can hear the Bruce Highway a little bit in the background, but they've got fountains running in their ponds here, which they are tranquil and beautiful. And being on the deck here, it just seemed to be a little bit cooler, a bit more breeze, so it's actually really, really nice. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. We got a couple nights here. I think we're just going to kick back, relax, and just look at this scenery here behind us and enjoy ourselves. I'm sitting there, and these fellas are right there. Here comes me mates, look at them. Hello fellas. Hey? Pushing through the leaves, the lilies. Heads out of the water expecting to get something. It's like gimme, gimme, gimme.
check out this bridge, pretty cool, but as you come on, the lights get brighter.
And there's the children, under 50, so she needs constant supervision.
Yeah, really?
You're lucky that there's somebody here that's of age, of maturity.
He's an old fart.
Ah, bull's ass. He's
Cranky old man.
He's a young whippersnapper who just happens to be at a perfect age to come to a place like this.
Hey, it's a gorgeous spot, so why wouldn't you?
I know, and we all gather around the campfire at night, which is awesome, but I'll show you all that.
Oh, are you going to show them the campfire, Cain?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, but that's secret business.
That you can have a delve into the life of an over 50s.
Ooh.
If you're over 50, this spot here is an absolute must. If you don't come here, you are seriously missing out. Now, it is $38 for a deck site for normal periods, $40 over Easter, or probably the more popular times. I believe it's $33 just for sites around the place. There is power and water. The hosts, George and Deb, are absolutely fantastic. They come around, they chat to you, they're mega friendly. They'll hang out at the fire of an evening. There's just so much that is got going for this place. Gumtree Lodge. Look it up on Facebook. They have specials. They have a lot of information on there. They even have vintage car events, vintage caravan events if you're into that sort of thing. Just caravan clubs and all that come here as well. There is a dump point. There's bins. It's just awesome if you're over 50. So don't think your world's coming to an end if it's 50.
I'm not over 50.
Yeah, you got a special invite. You're the child.
Look, it's close to 50-ish. But one reminder, you have to have a shower and toilet to come here.
Yeah, you got to be fully self-sufficient
if
you come here. So no tents, no whiz-bangs, no camper trailers. It's fully self-sufficient. So everything inside your van, toilet, shower. So there's nothing outside because they aren't a caravan park. They don't want to go down that path.
And they're not allowed by council.
That's right. They've already been down that path. So they just run like an eco camp here, which we are absolutely loving. Plus, there's a few awesome spots that you can go on day visit from here because it's close enough to Maryborough, Harvey Bay, Burham Heads, Wongi Wongi, Lake Lenthal, Childers, if you want to go in there to Childers and have a nice pie at one of the bakeries they've got in there. So there's a lot of places that you can go and see from this spot. Just fabulous. What more can I say? If you're over 50, get yourself here and just chill back and relax. We prefer to sit on the deck because it's right on the water rather than out in the bush. Pay a little bit more, get the prime spots. So every evening here at the Gumtree Lodge, you sit around the fire and you just have a few drinks with everybody. Anybody can come up, just bring your chair, bring your drinks, sit around the big fire pit and just enjoy the sunset. And maybe if you're there long enough and talk too much, you'll sit there and watch the stars come out. But let's go and have a look at this fire pit. Well, we've had a few vintage cars, some old vintage cars, hot rods, very bloody nice looking and well kept, just show up at the Gumtree Lodge. And they look pretty good. George here does up a lot of his old stuff, his vintage stuff. And I'm going to go and check these out. They look pretty bloody impressive. So a lot of money, a lot of hard work. Tell you what, if you are a car lover, and I've definitely got a couple of friends that are, certainly my mate Marcus Chew, he would be absolutely frothing looking at some of these old cars. Yeah, they're probably not all the ones that he likes, but there's some absolute rippers here, a lot of money. A young fella like me, I like the one with the red flames on it. That's just me, but there's some really shiny ones. Most of the interior looks all original, that, so yeah, this is very well done and well worth hanging around and seeing. As a young fella, that was the car I always wanted. The old Mustang V8 Brute, just that's just a lot of that is bloody nice.
There's no take out. Yeah, it's got to the bottom last one every time.
She's cooking. Well, that was well worth going to see the vintage cars. George, who owns the place, has got a few as well, and a couple of caravans. Out of respect, I'm not going to film any of those, purely because a couple of them are surprises that he's taken to shows, and they're his little babies. And if you guys want to come and see them, just come down to Gumtree Lodge, spend a couple of days here. He's a top bloke, Deb, his wife's top lady, and you'll get to see them all there. But me, I'm going to head back and have a bit of lunch. Not too shabby, the old work area, I must say. You know, I have been in worse places to work. This one here is actually quite nice. I'm nearly about to have lunch. So when you're a writer, you're poor and broke. So this is what you eat for lunch. 2-minute noodles, and you drink water. Hopefully one day that might change. I don't really care if it doesn't, because I'm actually really loving writing my books. Okay, don't tell the wife, but when I was up in George's shed, I thought I was filming, but I pressed the photo button and I took a photo. No film. I've spoken to George, he's going to take me back up there. I'm going to get in. This was a few hours ago, and Katrina will just see the good stuff, and I'll be all safe and sound, because I do have a bit of a habit of having the frigging GoPro on the wrong setting, thinking I'm doing a good job, and it's actually shit. So shh, let's not tell anybody.
When I first saw her, a black cat crossed my trail. Bad news and high heels made me go off the rails. But one look at her, she's oh so fine. I know I've got to make her mine. She's just my kind, I can't get her off my mind. She's my kind of woman, I need a soul. Yeah, my kind of woman, I can't let her go. 5 feet of dynamite will keep me dancing through the night. You know, a black cat got nothing on a lucky man.
This place is actually bloody peaceful and quiet. There is no kids. Look, we love kids. We raised 2, we loved them, we love travelling with them. But just every now and then it's just nice just to go and have your own quiet spot with other people about your age, and we get to sit around a fire. We get to check out all George's bloody old cars and caravans and that he's got. He's got an old shed, which we'll try and get some footage of. But this place here is actually quite surprising, and for me who's writing a book, I can get to sit beside the pond, listening to the water and type away.
We are going to miss that view. We just found out yesterday when Deb was having a chat that there is not many over 50 camps around Australia, and this is one of the only camps that has decks. So if you want to camp your caravan beside a deck, come check out Gumtree Lodge. You won't be disappointed. We've actually decided to stay a few more nights because there's so much to see in the Howard area. So come with us next week as we explore all that the Howard area has to offer and a little bit more of this oasis at Gumtree Lodge. Catch you next week.